Romania in the capital city Bucharest, and when I first say Romania, maybe the Lord Dracula from Transylvania comes into your mind, and you won't be very far away actually, but this post-communistic country is developing rapidly fast, is very diverse, and it's on the best way to transfer itself to the modern capital of Balkan. So just to give you an idea how beautiful it is here, behind me there is Athenaeum. Basically it's something that we call nowadays paddock, but this is the paddock of 19th century for the horses. Much different than modern paddock is waiting for us for the FIM 2023 Motocross Junior World Championship. Wow, isn't it outstanding? Just 50 kilometers away from the Bucharest, there is a TCS racing park, and that's gonna be a big moment for the youngsters to show off. More than 230 riders gathered here from all over the world, from 35 countries, to really show their talents. And you could believe me, that's gonna be a big moment for the country, but also for the youngsters. On one hand side, the pulsing cities, but on the other hand side, beautiful countryside, the Delta River of Donau and Carpathian Mountains. That's how the Romania looks like. Welcome. You may remember 2022 edition was in much colder environment. It was in Finland, in Vantaa. So let's make a quick recap and let's go to Finland again.
Well, here's what happened in the first 125 race a year ago in Finland. The foxhole shot was taken by Ivano van Erp, and it was the Dutchman who was in dominating mood and went on to win the first race in convincing fashion. Race 2, though, it was Jānis Reišelis on the 772 who led the way, and he was caught by Van Erp, your winner from race 1, but the Latvian went on to win race 2, and in the overall classification it was Van Erp from Reišelis and Volk. Casey Cochran and Julius Mikkola running out the top 5. In the 85cc race, on board here with Mano 4, he also took the foxhole shot, but it was for Jarni Bevoorts, Danny Heitink and Guillaume Dunson who was in around 6th position. That's important because it was he who went on to win race 1. In race 2, this time the foxhole shot went to the Italian Filippo Mantovani. On board here with Mano 4, who was looking to pass Mantovani, but it was Dunson who made it a double race win with victory in race 2, and it was he that went on to win the championship from Víclav Marek and Jarni Bevoorts.
That's something that everyone wants to have.
In the 65 Junior World Cup races, on board here with Ricardo Bauer, the 22 MX65 champion. Lucas Leok, though, the 21 European 65 champion, was in fine form to win the first race. And in race 2, Ricardo Bauer, who was 7th in race 1, had another good ride, but once again it was Leok who was back in 10th on the opening lap, came home to win race 2. And the overall was Leok, Bauer and Moritz Ernicke. In the national team classification, Team USA were victorious from Finland and the Netherlands, with France and Estonia rounding out the top 5. A fantastic day for Team USA. At the start of the weekend, on the Friday afternoon in the town centre, we had the opening ceremony. Obviously, the local dancers from the local school came in and provided some entertainment. But of course, all of the teams from all of the nations were there, and this is quite a spectacle because it gives a little bit of hope and inspiration to some of the young kids that come here to compete, and some of them for the first time. Riders from Latvia and all over the world. We'll see different teams and nations and their flags, but there were important speeches from the likes of Mr. Antonio Portella of the FIM. But it was a fantastic way to kick things off. Representation from In-Front Motor Racing as well, who are instrumental in bringing this event to Romania this year. Team Israel, great to see the team there this weekend, and the Australians, as always, a difficult journey for those guys and girls to make the journey. But Bulgaria showing up, getting their little swag bags, if you like. Team Estonia, they've had success in this event over the years. Team Great Britain have a strong team this year. And what about France and Iran? Teams from all different parts of the globe, from all corners of the globe. The Latvians, the Polish, and of course from South Africa and Slovenia. And let's not forget Team USA. They arrive here as the defending champions, so they will be riding with numbers 1, 2 and 3. But good luck to everybody taking part this weekend.
All is set and ready for the racing, but first let's get to be introduced to the track, and that's going to be the job of the Estonian rider Ricardo Pep and Sami Dumitru from Romania.
On board then with Sami and Richard. It's a relatively long start straight here, about 65, 70 metres into this 90-degree first turn, over the Fox hole shot line and immediately into turn 2. You see the nature of the ground, a little bit hard and soft, so could be tricky for the riders this weekend. Out of turn 3, a couple of single rollers, and then turn 4, this left-hand turn, takes us down the long back straight, over the single, and then the first big jump on the track, this tabletop. And as we land, we head slightly uphill into the braking zone. A 180 left, falling away on the exit, tightening up again for the next right-hander. And then as we get on the gas there, we just switch through this left-hand turn, over another tabletop down this straight, and then we start to turn left once more. As soon as we get out of this left-hander, the ground falls away on the exit here as we step down, and then tightening up once more into another switchback turn. See the ground, how dry it is on this part of the racetrack. This is a triple for the 125 guys, through this long, wide, sweeping 180 left, and then a big triple on the exit as well, and possibly the longest part of this racetrack, this long straight into this left-hand turn. 90 degrees through here, get on the gas again, another big jump, this time a double, and then into the braking zone where there are more braking bumps. They will only get more severe and more pronounced as the weekend goes on. A couple of twisty little turns here, out of this right-hander. Again, a series of waves, this long wave section going uphill, so it's down to the riders to figure out what's the best way to get through there. Will they double some parts of that racetrack? Who knows? Dropping away again through this left-hander. A couple of corners away from the finish line here, through this right-hander. There's the start straight just to the left-hand side there. So this is now into the last couple of corners, another big triple jump here into this left-hander. The riders exit here and go past pit lane. So they're waiting right until the final part of the racetrack to go past the pit lane area. This is the penultimate corner here, but the final turn on the track before the finish line jump, which is just here. And then we go left and back down the start straight to start another lap.
We are here for this year edition of the Riding Cup. It's a program dedicated to young riders that the CID, the commission of the FIM, started in 2015. We are very, very happy in the way in which it is growing, the consciousness of this young rider towards all the aspects of the sustainability. We hope that this will continue the same way also in the future.
Ride Green Cup is a fun way to say your statement and do things about environment. So we have this banner, you can put your commitment and you can put your statement, and it's so good because everyone can see, and it's about environment and sustainability always.
We are Team Slovenia, and here is 8 rider from Slovenia in 65, 85 and 125 class. We come from the small country, but we still have the world champion team guys are 5 times, and I hope these guys here behind me will take final races this weekend here in Romania, and I hope we'll get a lot of experience which need for the future in this sport.
This is Team Romania. We are on home soil, so we have a lot of kids riding on this MX Junior race. We are really excited, also the kids. Hope to get good results, especially in 125 class. We are also very happy because we managed to race on our home track. Yeah, thank you everyone, and hope we're gonna have a nice and beautiful race weekend.
For a big fight is here because 125cc is on a schedule, and of course we have some former world champions such as Vítězslav Marek from Czech Republic or Gian Johansson from Netherlands here, and I'm not talking about Aussies from Australia or US guys. That's gonna be big.
Coming into the first 125 race of the day then, the favourites Mathis Valin and of course Yanis Reichelis. But who was it that grabbed the Fox hole shot? Over the line, it was Valin just as we go on board here with Richard Part, the Estonian, getting caught in all kinds of drama. And just there on the inside was also Yanis Reichelis. So Reichelis, one of the favourites, going down for the first time in this race. But leading the way, Mathis Valin, with Jake Cannon of Australia behind him, the brother of Charlie Cannon, who rides in WMX. So a good showing for the number 41 on the Yamaha in the green and gold. Number 79, Nicola Salvini is third for Team Italy, but it's Cannon who is there in second. I was about to say, could he maintain that pace, but already the two Italians of Salvini and Mancini have gone by him, and it's Valin though who continues to lead as we go back on board here with Richard Part. He's just outside of the top 20 and is just being passed as well by Yanis Reichelis there. The Latvian fired up after the second of 2 falls in this race as he charges further towards the front of the field. You get a really good impression of the circuit there as well, but the two Italian riders here, Salvini and Mancini, continuing to battle, but it's Valin who has pulled well clear of his rivals. Has Mancini found his way past Salvini, yes or no? He was definitely closing in, and the answer is yes, because it's now Mancini there in second, Salvini just behind him in third place. Well, the sky is the limit for race leader Mathis Valin. The 3:17 is absolutely in control of this first race here in Bucharest, Romania. Got off to the perfect start and has led every lap so far. Meanwhile, back on board with Richard Part here. He's just outside the top 20 in 23rd place. He's definitely in the thick of it, and he's just run off track there as well, and he gets passed by the Belgian rider there, Dewey van Mechelen. And the American rider just ahead of him there as well, number 2, Austin Schaefer. Passed him around the outside. Good move that from the American. But on his way to victory, Mathis Valin. Meanwhile, Jake Cannon, the Australian, a good effort from the Australian, who has 5 seconds in hand over Francisco Garcia of Spain, the number 29. Haven't seen too much of him in this race, but he has put in a fantastic performance. But Valin, who was 14th overall last year in Finland, hits the line to win race 1 in convincing fashion. Give you the official confirmation then. Mathis Valin wins it from Simone Mancini, Nicola Salvini, Jake Cannon, Francisco Garcia, and then we had Robbins, Reichlis and Paul Valenti.
Yes, it's a very good race. I take the whole shot. Every lap leads the race, but it remains one race. Thank you.
After a fantastic race 1, what would we have in race 2? The start of MX125 race 2. Max Werner to the outside. But who is it that leads on the exit? Well, here we are on board with Richard Part. Another poor start for him. Marcus Kokins just up the inside there. Number 611 making the pass on him. But up front though, all the big hitters are right where they want to be. Led out by Max Werner, Elias Escandel and Simone Mancini as this battle continues further on down the field. Here is that battle for the lead. Well, Werner did lead, but Valin already goes through, and following him through immediately, the 772 of Yannis Reichelis. So the two big riders from EMX 125 are up front here in this second 125 Junior World Championship race. Battle for third place, Max Werner and Simone Mancini. In fourth, the Italian. And we've got a new leader here. Yannis Reichelis now has a comfortable lead over Mathis Valin, but Valin also knows if he stays there, he can be crowned World Junior Champion. Such a shame about what happened in that first race, though, with Reichelis. Could have been a different story in the overall outcome. But who knows? This is the situation we're in right now. Valin second, just clicking off the laps, and the title is getting closer for him. But you cannot fault the effort in race 2 this time around from the 772. But what a good start to the day, having won that first race, putting himself right there in the mix. Valin back on board again, getting past there by the 744 of Leot. So the two Estonians just outside of the points, wishing for better starts. Well, maybe better luck next year, guys. But good forceful riding from Leot there. Look at him, just one side of the track to the other, trying to do everything he can, making good passes here. But Richard Part just losing ground as he continues to fight in and amongst the riders around him. You can see how challenging the racetrack is. It's hot here as well and humid. So not just the racetrack that the riders are dealing with. Meanwhile, the Latvian, Yannis Reichelis, heading into the final lap with a comfortable lead now, around about 15 seconds over Mathis Valin. And the Frenchman maybe just backing off, saying, well, you can have this race win, but I'm the one that's going to be lifting the title, taking the gold plate and the gold medal. But it's been a stunning display from both riders, as we've seen throughout this EMX European Championship during the season. But this is the Junior Worlds. Reichelis winning race 2, picking up the 25 points. Mathis Valin taking second ahead of Francisco Garcia. Jake Cannon, 2 good rides from the Aussie. Mads Fredso, Simone Mancini, and the rest of the guys there. But overall, Valin will stand on the top step of the podium. Reichelis second, and Simone Mancini will take third. And your podium here this weekend then, with Mattis Vallant standing on the top step, Yannis Reislis to his right, and Simone Mancini. The winner's trophy and the gold plate and a gold medal going to Mattis Vallant. What a weekend for the Frenchman.
It's a very good weekend here in Romania in the World Championship. In first race, I take the shot, every lap lead, and I win the race. In second moto, it's complicated. The weather is hot, but I finished P2 and I'm a world champion 1.5. It's very good. Thank you all the people, the team, and my sponsor.
Hey guys, we are Team Australia. It's been a long journey to come here. We are from other side of the world, so logistically it's quite difficult for us, but we arrived safely and fit and ready to go. We have good expectation from our riders this year. We have a strong team, so hopefully we can do our country proud and make sure that we get some good results to take home. Cheers.
I'd like to introduce to you, from the greatest country in the world, Team USA! We're very excited to be here, and it's an honor and a privilege to come from the USA to this great event. And I want to thank the FIM and everyone involved for putting on such a great event at a wonderful facility. Romania, Team USA is here.
cc category is going to have the thrilling race, I'm sure about that. And also Team Romania got some big hope in this category. Let's watch them.
The first 85cc race of the afternoon then. On board here with Riccardo Pini of Italy as he gets out, dragged down the start straight into that first turn where the whole shot has gone to Ryan Opliger on the 202. Good start for the Swiss rider. Dex Koike there in second position. Pini right there again in seventh with Robbie Daly, 580 just ahead of him. Travis Leok on the 740 just round the outside and does the same again here, hoping to make up vital ground. Just loses the back end momentarily though. Danny Heitink here, 8th overall last year. He leads the way though, so he's made a good couple of laps here, has the Dutchman. Opliger still there in second position. Frantic action further down the field. There was our first sighting of the American Carson Wood on the number 1 on that green Kawasaki. Dex Koike though in the battle with his Dutch teammate Dean Gregoire, and the first 4 riders leading the way here, led out by Heitink. Opliger there in second, Koike on the 484 and Gregoire in the black helmet. The 2 Dutch teammates, 3 riders from the Netherlands in the first 4 positions, but that battle for second is intensifying. Back on board with Pini. He's now in 5th position and he's got Gregoire just ahead of him there in the black helmet. Just trying to switch up the lines on the racetrack here, trying to make things happen as we go back to Opliger, still there in second, Koike there in third. These riders both chasing the leader here, number 499, Danny Heitink. He hasn't escaped at the front, maybe as much as he would hope. But now just starting to pull clear though. And the 499, 1 or 2 little moments, but at the end of the race, in cruise mode, and it's Heitink who wins race 1. for the Netherlands.
Yeah, it was a good race for me. I had not so good start, but in the first few laps I make good passes, and yeah, it is really hot to race, and yeah, I am very happy that I'm win the first race. We are ready for the second moto.
So fantastic ride then for the Dutch rider Danny Heiting. Heading home, Ryan Opliger, Dean Gregoire, Ricardo Pini and Travis Leon. Jarno Bevert's fantastic ride in 6th place. The second 85 race of the afternoon then. Looks like Morris Ernicke, 4:29, gets a fantastic start there and grabs the foxhole shot. Jarno Bevert's 5:03, moving swiftly as well. The rider in the baby blue over on the left-hand side, looking to move into second position, does that and finds his way past Dante Luntz of Sweden. Still got some work to do here though, but can he close him off? Yes, he can. So Bevert's now up into second place. And Gregoire just in the background there, putting the squeeze and moving up into 4th place. On board here though with Pini. And top right corner of your screen, we've got a change for the lead. Bevert's now finding his way past Ernicke just on the exit of the turn, and just on the exit of this turn here, getting beaten up there is Pini, getting passed by Robbie Daly and Danny Heiting as a rider falls, and that's Aaron Katona. So he falling out of 5th place. But up front though, Bevert's leads. Ernicke now in second position, so a good effort this from the Belgian. A view from above as the riders separate themselves from the rest. But leading the way, Jarno Bevert's of Belgium. Who's in second position though? That's the big question. Back on board here, Pini battling with Liam Bruno of France. These two in and around 7th place with the fall from Katona earlier on. Katona, a former 65 World Junior Champion when it was held in Greece a couple of years ago. But Jarno Bevert's here on the 5:03 from Belgium. The distinctive baby blue colours that they wear. Just there in the background you saw Gregoire. So Gregoire not too far away for the Netherlands. See the battle there just below. And actually, Gregoire looks like he may be reeling in the 5:03. So we're going to have a good battle here for the lead before this race is out. Or are we? So Bevert's leads, Gregoire second. And just here in the background, Danny Heiting closing on his countryman, and a position that will elevate him from 3rd to 2nd if he can make that pass stick. But it's all about Bevert's at the moment. Meanwhile, further downfield, Victor Lepola of Finland having a tough race outside of the points. And Pini closing in on a top 5 position here in the late stages of the race. Fantastic ride for the young Italian. Jarno Bevert's cruising towards his first FIM Junior race win. Comes up a little short there though, but goes down past pit lane for the final time. And out of the final turn, Jarno Bevert's of Belgium wins race 2 from Danny Heiting, Dean Gregoire, Moritz Ernicke and Ricardo Pini, with Alvisi, Leot and Uccellini rounding out the top 8. Overall classification, Danny Heiting, who finished 8th overall last year, comes away with the gold medal. Bevert's second. And the podium is all set, ready to go. Your overall winner, Danny Heiting, takes his trophy. Bevert's second, Dean Gregoire third. The gold plate and the gold medal will also go to Danny Heiting. Mr. Antonio Alia Portela on hand to deliver the gold plate to the young Dutchman. He's delivered a few of those in his time over the years. But your top 3 overall this weekend, fantastic riding from all 3 of them. Danny Heiting, Jarno Bevort and Dean Gregoire. Let's hear from our winner now. How was his weekend? What does he have to say about this weekend?
Hello, I'm Danny Heiting and I won the World Championship and it was a good weekend for me. I had 2 bad starters, but I make some good passes and I was second and first in the motos and I win the World Championship. I'm very happy, my dream come true.
Hello everybody, we are Team Netherlands and we are happy that we can ride here the World Championship in Romania. I selected many good riders in a 65, 85cc and a 125cc. Also I have the World Champion 85cc over here from last year. Skian Dunzi is now riding in the 125cc. Last year we also had the World Champion 125cc, so we hope we can achieve the same this year.
Welcome to Team Great Britain. My name's Dave Willett, I'm team manager of this awesome team behind me, and we are here at FCS Racing Facility. The track and the facility is brilliant. We are so proud to have made it this far with this team to be competing over this course of the weekend. The team behind us is made up of a team of 13. We've got 5 riders in the 65s, 5 riders in the 85s and 3 in the 125s. And we're pretty confident that we've selected the best team from the UK to represent us here in Romania, and it should be good. So looking forward to a good weekend.
The 65cc class is always full of surprises because you never really know whose star is going to shine bright like a diamond. Let's see those surprises. 65cc.
65cc race 1 for the Junior Cup riders. Keep your eyes over on the left-hand side. The 2 Latvians chasing the foxhole shot, Reinas Grasis and Patrick Cyrilis, but Grasis runs wide and it's Cyrilis who takes the whole shot as we go on board here with Gonzalo Salvador. Easton Graves, by the way, the American number 3, he's in 3rd place as there's a bit of carnage there. Several riders getting involved, one of those Salvador. Cyrilis leads the way though on the 771. The young Latvian in control of this one. A little bit further down the order, Cabello Ledwaba from South Africa. He is in the thick of the action there. But it's Cyrilis who continues to lead with 2 laps to go. And looking fantastic, isn't he, as well? On board here, waved yellows in the next turn, so we've got a rider down, and that's Harley Marzak from Great Britain. And Carl Kreisman of Estonia is also down on the exit. No such dramas for the race leader though, Patrick Cyrilis, almost 20 seconds clear of his teammate Reinas Grasis on the 712. And here is Grasis in that 2nd position. A great start for the Latvian duo. On his way to victory though, Patrick Cyrilis, who pulled the foxhole shot and has looked in control from the very first lap. An impressive ride for the rider in 3rd place, Easton Graves from the USA, currently 5 seconds behind Grasis. But here's your leader and set to win race 1. He set the fastest lap on lap 3. He wins race 1. Patrick Cyrilis, your winner.
It's a very good race. I'm ready to race.
Official confirmation then, Patrick Cyrilis, your winner from Reinas Grasis' teammate. Graves 3rd of the USA, Kenzo Jaspers, Martin Cyrilis, and the rest of there rounding out the top 8. .65cc race 2. Middle of the start gate, Easton Graves, number 3 in the middle from the USA, hustling Patrick Cyrilis. But it's the Latvian who bags the foxhole shot just as he did in race 1. Graves there in 2nd position. And Cohen Jagielski there in 3rd place as well for Team GB. On board here. Oh wow, where did he come from? The German, Jamiro Peters, swoops around the outside of Salvador. Oh, and Van Mechelen goes by as well for Belgium. Jumping by the Spaniard there. Henry Lustus of Estonia, he's 19th in race 1. He's parked though, but picking up from where he left off in race 1. Patrick Cyrilis, 771, leading the way. Here's his 2nd place rider from the USA, Easton Graves, a lot closer to the leader this time around. Back on board though with Salvador. Carnage in the turn just around the corner there. Looked like the Belgian rider, Van Mechelen, and maybe even Jamiro Peters. Back with the leader again though, who is looking to make it a double moto victory here in Romania. A good choice of lines, really reading the track well. Fantastic style as well. for the 771, Cyrilis. Just doing things at his will, making it look very easy. On board again with Salvador, knocking on the door for a top 10 finish this time around. Comes into land here. Camera gets splattered with mud, probably just like his goggles as well. But nothing but clear track and clean goggles for this rider though, Patrick Cyrilis. Took a long look just a moment ago to see where second place Graves was. Here's the battle for third. Francesco Assini under pressure from Tim Lopes of France. That was Jamiro Peters of Germany, down in 13th after his fall mid-race. But almost there though for Cyrilis. The rider from Latvia has been unstoppable this weekend. An absolute pleasure to watch as well. Just clicking off the laps. Another look over the shoulder there. Just wants to see where the other riders are on the track behind him. A fantastic battle coming up the hill towards us here. Ty Goles of Slovenia under pressure from Evan Frost of South Africa, number 28. Both riders eyeing up a top 5, top 6 finish. But it's Frost with the upper hand though, as he continues to battle this track. Enjoying his final lap. The track wasn't the problem, nor the heat. Patrick Cyrilis on his way to victory. Just a few corners to go now to be crowned 65cc World Cup winner. And out of the final turn, it is the Latvian who wins race 2. The perfect day here, the perfect weekend for the 771. Cyrilis wins race 2 then from Easton Graves of the United States of America. Assini third for Italy. Lopes and Gregor Lutus rounding out the top 5. Frost there picking up 6, so he did win out that battle. And the overall belongs to Patrick Cyrilis. Easton Graves on the podium, second overall. Francesco Assini, they're the 3 guys we'll be seeing on the podium. Up to the podium then for the 65cc Junior World Cup riders. Patrick Cyrilis goes 1-1 to win. Easton Graves of the USA second with a third and a second. Francesco Assini picking up a 9th and a 3rd for his 3rd overall. The gold plate being swiftly delivered once again, this time to the young Latvian in the 65 category, Patrick Cyrilis. He's got the gold plate. He's about to get the gold medal wrapped around his neck as well. What a fantastic day for the young Latvian. Patrick Cyrilis, your 65cc Junior World Cup winner.
Jā, kvalifikācija bija ļoti forša, labi gāja. Pirmajā braucienā es izrauju holšatu un nobraucu pirmais braucienu. Otru braucienu izrauju holšatu un arī vinēju braucienu kopā. Biju čempions un paldies manai ģimenei, paldies Team Latvija un JJ Racer. Thank you.
He had a perfect qualification winning it, and then 2 whole shots with a really strong 2 motos. And for this all, he wants to say thank you to his family, Team Latvia, JJ Racer training group, and all the supporters that supported in this event.
Time for the national team podium then, and France, Team France taking 3rd overall this weekend. Fantastic weekend for those young hopefuls, those young stars of the future. 2nd overall for the Netherlands, obviously helped out by the podium performances from Dean Gregoire and the world champion in 85, Danny Heiting. But the biggest cheer though coming from Team Italy. They are the national winners this year. So the podium then, Italy, the Netherlands and France. Fantastic day for them, and what a reaction that is from one of the younger riders on the team. Of course, the gold plates will be handed out, but let's hear from the team manager, Thomas Travasini.
So it's been again a great weekend of racing for Team Italy. Actually, we get 2 guys on the 3rd step of the podium for the one of the 65 and one of the 125. We just missed 1 podium on the 85, but we were very close because Pini, our best rider, finished 4th. And these results bring Italy on top of the podium for the nation teams classify, and I'm super happy. I want to thank all the people which was involved on this project and all my colleagues which they put hard work on to make it possible, and of course all the riders which they perform very well, and I'm thankful for all what they made to make it possible. Thank you very much.
Let's take a look at the overall classification then for the nations. Italy victorious with the lowest points scored this weekend. The Netherlands second, France third. Last year's winners, Team USA, have to be content with fourth. And Latvia coming home in fifth place. And the final thing we need to talk about here, of course, it's not just a family photo for Team Italy, but they are also the winners of the FIM Ride Green Cup for showing their commitment to protecting the environment. Take a look at the Fox hole shots then, shall we? A black plate awarded to each rider who crossed the line. First, Patrick Cyrilis in 65cc race 1 for Team Latvia. And it was he again that crossed the line in race 2. So 2 black plates for the Junior World Cup champion. Ryan Oppliger of Switzerland in 85cc race 1 was the first rider to cross the stripe. Fantastic job for him on the 85cc machine. And in race 2, it was the Austrian Moritz Erniker. What a fantastic start he made in that second race. And in the 125 division, Mathis Valin took the first black plate for Team France. And of course, he went on to win the Junior World Championship. And Maximilian Werner for Germany picking up the black plate in race 2.
The most important event for the motocross talents is over. The 2023 edition of the FIM Motocross Junior World Championship here in Romania was emotional, was really successful, and I believe that this is the start of many of motocross careers. I hope that you feel the emotion and pride, and see you next time. Bye bye.